Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining the Cruise Web Agency's Cunard update, highlighting iconic ships, unique destinations, and luxurious experiences. I'm Alicia Oliphant, Business Development Manager for Cunard. Today's itinerary, we're going to be including insights into the Cunard experience. We're going to highlight the unique region in the world that you'll see in a moment, and we'll show some of the special offers awaiting you when you book with your Cruise Web travel advisor. While we are currently focused on resuming sailing, our legacy over 181 years in business shows the strength of our brand and commitment to you, our guests. Cunard has won and is very proud of these unique and recent awards given to our iconic brand. And our guests' confidence and trust enables us to continue to grow our fleet from our present 3 ships, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria, and our flagship Queen Mary II, to a 4th ship launching in 2023. This 4th ship will be the 249th ship that Cunard has owned or operated in the last 181 years, an extraordinary feat in any industry. Through the decades, our guests have included many illustrious people and stars of Hollywood, as it was the only way to go back then. And today, celebrities are still drawn to us, and they love the glamour and the style that is an experience on board our voyages. And we look forward to welcoming you, your family, and friends as well. Now, as we prepare to return to sea, we're combining over 180-year experience with expertise of foremost accredited scientists, medical professionals, and government advisors to deliver the signature Cunard vacation you have been dreaming of. With our enhanced well-being measures on board our ships, you'll still be able to enjoy your vacation, even though some aspects of the voyage may initially feel a little bit different. We hope as you return to sailing, you'll find that these changes are reassuring and easy to adjust to. As the world evolves, so many of our policies and procedures will as well. Your Cruise Web advisor can provide you with the latest information relating to our enhanced health and well-being measures. So talk to them as you need any greater information about this. We all know this past year and into 2021 has been challenging, yet the desire to resume traveling has never been stronger than it is now. In fact, a recent survey that I read recently said that 71% of international travelers will again be on an airplane to an international place. So come join us to celebrate a new era of travel to lands far and wide, and fulfill your bucket list dreams now. Before we take you to a new destination, let's introduce you to our home away from home. Now, guests who sail with us will feel special, you'll be inspired, and you'll enjoy the freedom of any voyage you may choose. Why? Because Cunard is unique. We are luxury on a grand scale, having larger ships. We're built for the luxury guest. We have an intimate feel with our White Star service that's understated, but will always have a staff member around, ready to attend to your needs. Our larger ships allow for more venues and larger spaces, so you never feel crowded, but relaxed and comfortable spaces, and our crew is able to add surprise and delight to your interactions. It's truly like stepping into the golden age of cruising with all the modern comforts of today. And today we'll introduce you to the iconic ship Queen Elizabeth as she ventures down under with unique itineraries and exclusive value for you. Consider her your home away from home, with spacious decks offering a true feeling of freedom. It's our newest ship, and she's inspired by the legacy of our past, yet with all the modern comforts of today. It's where real life ceases to exist, responsibilities check out, and the time is uniquely yours. You'll enter into a spacious 3-story atrium, and you'll enjoy the spaciousness in all the public areas, such as the garden lounge here. It's a wonderful day into evening lounge. It's serving light lunch. It's a place to relax, and you can watch the sea or sky through the glass ceiling, and you can come back in the evening for very special nights of dinner and dancing. And you'll experience an amazing production show that happens and entertainment in our beautiful Royal Court Theatre. Actually, there are several production shows. And at the gala evening events, something very special is available to you. Here's an opportunity to celebrate a special occasion, whether it's a birthday or an anniversary. It's a night out on the town on Queen Elizabeth. For as little as $25 a person, our white glove bellman will pick you up at your dining room, escort you to a private lounge behind the theater for a glass of champagne or a cup of tea, and then show you to your confirmed royal box to enjoy the evening at the Royal Court Theatre show. It can only be booked on board, but talk about the details with your cruise web advisor. They know all about it. And the dance floor, one of the largest ones at sea, is the place to be every night. And during the day, you can be as relaxed as you want to be or as active as you may wish. And that's including taking fencing lessons. How many of you had wanted to do that but never thought to? So now you can on board a Cunard Queen. And one of my favorite activities every day is the most luxurious afternoon tea at sea. And we have a special blend of Twinings tea not available anywhere else, with so many delectable snacks to accompany or even have a glass of champagne. There are many options to choose from around the ship, with the most popular being our high tea in the Queen's room with classical music playing. Or if you prefer to be outdoors, we've got beautiful spacious game decks, as well as a large promenade deck. Pools and lounge areas aplenty. But you don't have to leave your lifestyle at home. If you want to indulge in the wellness spa, please visit Morail with treatments inspired by the ocean. And it goes beyond just the spa. We've got wonderful cuisine, spa cuisine, as well as classes and lectures available. Now, let's take a look at your choice of accommodations, starting at the top with the luxurious suites. The Queen's Grill suites are approximately 1,100 square feet. They feature king-size beds. They have a 9-pillow menu, expansive private decks, a TV iPad, as well as the Queen's Grill restaurant menu is available in the suite with butler service. And there's a private grills lounge and terrace. And the dining is dependent throughout the ship on the category that you choose to book. Here is the Queen's Grill dining, and you come in when you wish during the dining room hours, and your seat is always there waiting for you. Now, the Princess Grill suites are like mini suites, perhaps, and they run between 335 to 513 square feet. They have king-size beds. They have a private bath and shower. This complimentary bottle of wine, and again, the 9-pillow menu and more. The dining room is a mirror image of the Queen's Grill, which is on the other side, with both sharing the alfresco dining area. That's really very lovely. And yes, you can dine outside, but also relax here during the afternoons as well if you should choose to. And you may notice there's a stairway here to the spacious upper deck with exclusive lounge chairs and great sea views. And these are just for the grill suite guests. We have plenty of deck area for all the other staterooms as well. But for the grills, we also have an intimate lounge located conveniently between the Princess and Queen's Grill dining room. It's tucked away, yet very easy to find. And it's a perfect place to have a drink before or after dinner. And the balance of the ship are elegant staterooms, especially the Britannia Club balcony stateroom is very well appointed, as you can see, and has a private dining room that is very similar to the grill's experience. And basically, the Britannia Club balcony staterooms are for those passengers and guests who have not wanted to step up yet to the price point of the suites, but yet want to have that experience. So the dining room is set as single seating. You come when you wish with an assigned seat at your leisure during the dining room hours. And throughout the ship, we have wonderful balconies, staterooms, insides and ocean views, so any price point is available. And we even have single occupancy staterooms for those who are having multi-generational travelers coming with them and they want their own space and individual space. We do have those available at very advantageous pricing. And these passengers dine in the Britannia Restaurant, a very elegant setting, 2 stories high, and you have first and second dining for the inside ocean view and standard balconies. And I mentioned multi-generational travelers. Please note, we have a very unique feature in the luxury market. A full children's program is available. You're amazed, I'm sure, by the choice for luxury guests with kids. We take children as young as 6 months on port content voyages. Now let's move on to the dress code. This is something that I hear a lot about. A myth about Cunard is that we're stuffy and formal. Formal, yes, sometimes in the evening and only if you want to be, but never stuffy. By day, it is all about being relaxed or as active as you want to be, but always casual. Unless you want to dress up for fun, that's up to you. And we always have casual venues in the evening where you can go in a jacket or just pants and enjoy a lovely evening dinner and entertainment as well. It's like a city at sea. Now, where are you going? Let's talk about destinations. Though when we reemerge, we'll be traveling the world today at this presentation, we are going to take you down under to Australia and New Zealand and a few off the beaten path destinations that may very well be on your bucket list. I recently read that there's going to be a shift from where we are traveling to why we are traveling and who we're traveling with. So just to let you know, we have itineraries of 7 to 35 night long. But with this short presentation, we'll introduce you to 2 unique destinations by Cunard that will provide you with a more meaningful experience. It's a region of the world that may look, on the outset, feel like places closer to home, like the Caribbean or even Alaska, but the culture, the people, and the food will transform you to a world that is quite different than anything you've experienced in your travels before. And great place to start is in Australia's oldest and largest urban centre, the stunning harbour city of Sydney. Gold mining and sheep breeding propelled Sydney's development, and today it's the largest port actually in the entire South Pacific. Mark Twain called it the wonder of the world. It is certainly worth staying a few days, pre and post cruise, to enjoy the outback, for instance, or the Great Barrier Reef. And some time in this beautiful city is certainly worth it. Your cruise web advisor can provide you with an array of land programs in Australia pre and post of your cruise. Now from Sydney, we seek out the remote islands of Fiji, Vanuatu, and New Caledonia, each fringed with pristine beaches and dazzling lagoons. On this particular itinerary, January 12th to 25th, 2022, 13 nights, you're going to visit island countries, but avoid the multiple trips to the airport and see so much on each destination in the comfort and convenience of a Cunard voyage. You'll indulge in a blissful escape to the South Pacific. So whenever possible, we always try to provide a day at sea upon embarkation and returning. This gives you time to acclimate yourself if you're just arriving after a long flight, or to get to the ship, or even just to enjoy the amenities that we offer, such as free dancing lessons. Get your rhythm on Cunard. So our first port of call is in Port Vila in Vanayatu, an island nation of thousands of years of history. It was colonized by both the British and French. The Portuguese were there, the Spanish were there, and you'll visit the cultural village that's genuinely friendly and has wonderful people and a great flavor about it. And talking about flavor, you can enjoy extraordinary seafood a la French cuisine. And nearby is the Melee Cascade Waterfalls. It's just a short ride away for those who are a bit adventurous. And then there's a picturesque view nearby the port. You can enjoy a popular zipline shore excursion that rides through the jungle canopy. And of course, there's shopping that I enjoy for picturesque, beautiful Tahitian black pearls, as well as local crafts. Now, the second city of Vanuatu after Port Vila is Luganville, and it lies on the largest island in the archipelago, on Santo. Indescribable beauty on this island was the inspiration for James Michener's Tales of the South Pacific, which he wrote in that area. Here, like on board, you will be relaxed and as you wish for a visit to one of the serene beaches surrounded by magnificent jungle, or for a bit more adventure, explore the largest cave, the Millennium Cave nearby. Perched on the west coast, our next port of call is Lautoka. It's not only the second largest city among Fiji's 332 islands, it's also the second gateway after the capital city of Suva to Fiji's experience of tropical paradise. Idyllic beaches lead to the crystal clear waters of the lagoon that forms a circle around the island. And for a break from the beach, there's plenty to see on the island of Viti Levu on the outskirts of the port. The village itself has wide main streets lined with lush green trees and dotted with cafes and restaurants. And it's from here that you can embark on adventures great and small. Now, Suva, the next port, is the capital of the South Pacific island nation of Fiji. It's a city of broad avenues, lush parks, and the grand British colonial buildings, such as the Suva City Library. And Suva's colorful, lively municipal market offers a large range of fruit and vegetables to just enjoy sightseeing. It's just kind of a fun thing to do in this really exotic destination. And there's a museum that is set within this Victoria-era gardens, and it contains examples of traditional canoes, war clubs, tattooing tools, kind of a fun experience that you never can experience anywhere else but in the South Pacific. Now on to New Caledonia before we return to Sydney. This is considered the South Seas Riviera, and it has distinctive French flavor among its boutiques and cafes, and you can enjoy more sunshine than any other Pacific island. You'll get a real taste of France as you visit the local area here. And of course, don't forget to scuba dive. This is some place to really enjoy the coral and fauna. Definitely a place to go on a day trip. Snorkeling. Now let's talk about the next itinerary, which is to New Zealand from Melbourne. Australia is big. It's as big as the United States. So let's venture down to Melbourne and Australia's cultural capital for a cruise to New Zealand. Again, your cruise web advisor can do some land programs for you, pre and post, perhaps to the wine country of Australia before boarding the ship and going off to New Zealand. A playground for adventure with awe, inspiring mountains, wildlife, cities, and sea. As you can see, it's a very long island. It's two islands actually from the map, and it's very hard to get through from top to bottom, but going by cruise ship makes it easy. And especially it's got a population of 6 million. And it's got a population of 8 million. 6 million are sheep and 2 million are people. So we get to go to the ports of call where there's lots of people. But again, before we take in a port of call, we'll have a day at sea, and you can just enjoy socializing and be totally free to set your own agenda. You can maybe even grow an appreciation and understanding of fine wine with the Cunard Wine Academy, along with some special savings of some of our most popular wines aboard. Scenic viewing sailing through the parts of the Fiordland National Park really will give you an appreciation, and you'll be mesmerized and really intrigued by what travelers and tourists for centuries have enjoyed. It's graceful and mostly untouched, where the mountains meet the ocean. And Dunedin is the second largest city in New Zealand's South Island. And during your time here, the outstanding railroad station is a must visit. And the ride on the world famous Gorge train is a scenic experience you'll cherish for years to come. Now, the next port of call will be nestled in the lower slopes of the steep-sided extinct volcano, thank goodness, right? In the historic port town of Lyttelton. It's overflowing with trendy cafes and quirky shops, and there's a small little museum with a maritime theme, and it boasts a fascinating Antarctic gallery. And Christchurch is 7 miles away, so very short. And since you're there on February 19th, which is a Saturday, you're in luck. Don't miss the farmers market, which sells everything from fresh vegetables, artisanal foods, vintage clothes, antiques, with great views of the harbor and the live jazz playing in the background. And then on to Picton, New Zealand, and this stands at the northern tip of New Zealand's South Island on the shore of the Marlborough Sounds. And while inland, you'll find the internationally acclaimed Marlborough wine region. The town itself is full of charm, and you'll have a chance to appreciate the Maori traditions at the Omaki Mara, a local meeting house that showcases the elements of their very rich culture of the indigenous people of New Zealand. And then you'll enjoy the scenic views of vast expanses of inlets, of steep wooden hills, peaceful bays, and rocky islets. And again, another day at sea where you can enjoy live music or catch up on your game skills on board. Now, beyond these voyages, we've had only time to highlight these 2 sailings, but there's so much more for the Down Under vacations. In the South Pacific to Australia, New Zealand, we have several different lengths and destinations, as you can see. Plus, we've got Asia, Japan, and ending the season across the Pacific to Alaska. So what do all of these voyages have in common? Firstly, when you book one of these voyages before May 24th, we'll add onboard credits to spend, as you can spend that in anything on board, buying, shopping, drinking, or on shore excursions. It's your choice. And the Grill Suite passengers will receive the free drinks. And something that we're offering exclusively to the Cruise Web is free gratuities for balcony and suite guests. And you really have a wonderful experience because that is fabulous value for your money, exclusively through the Cruise Web. And though we don't have time to talk about the various cruise fares or air arrangements now, please be sure to discuss these with your Cruise Web advisor. Our Complete Air offers some of the most advantageous low fares to Sydney or Melbourne that will be very pleasant surprise in your planning process. And as far as the offers are concerned, all of this combines. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have so many promotions and programs that make it easy for you to have fabulous and robust offers. But that can be very complex. So ignore it and go to your Cruise Web advisor because they are the experts and they understand exactly how to combine all of these different offers to make your vacation valuable, affordable, and really extraordinary. So go to the expert, the Cruise Web travel advisor. So take that step and please feel free to give them a call at this telephone number. And we have time for just a few questions that I've gotten. And I understand most people are interested in going down under, but what about the air? Not just about the pricing, but also getting there. We have a variety of choices. You can go on American Airlines through Dallas, or you can go through Hong Kong. There are a variety of pricing and routes that you can take to make this very easy for yourself. You can also stop on the way if you should choose to, whether through Hawaii or Tahiti, and then enjoy the trip beyond. It's up to you. That's your choice, and we can make those arrangements for you. And of course, the Cruise Web can as well. And talking about the pre and post vacations, as you noted, we were going to New Zealand, we were going to islands, we were going to Singapore, and down to Asia. So what the beauty of going on a Cunard cruise is that we have pre and post land programs that are hotel stays with transfers, but also the Cruise Web Travel Advisor has the expertise and knowledge to really enhance that experience for you. Just talk to them about what you are looking for, and they will accommodate it as best as possible to really make this the most enjoyable experience. We have all this pent-up desire to go. And as I mentioned, our health and safety protocols will be in flux for the time being until we start to reemerge. The Queen Elizabeth, the ship, the Queen Elizabeth, will reemerge in October, and she'll be ready for you when you try to board or when you're coming on board in January or even earlier if you should wish to. We're waiting and looking forward to showing you the world again. And thank you so much for joining us today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call the Cruise Web. They're waiting to hear from you. Thank you so much, and enjoy your day.